The number 6, man's imperfection in the Bible. The Bible is rich with symbolic numbers, each carrying deep significance. Among these, the number 6 stands as a sobering reminder of human imperfection. Where other numbers like 3, 7, and 12 symbolize divine completeness or perfection, the number 6 falls short. It is just one step away from the perfect number 7, highlighting the inherent weakness, limitations, and failures of humankind. But why does the Bible associate 6 with imperfection? To understand this symbolism, we must look at the story of man's creation, his fall, and his struggle to rise above his broken nature. Created on the sixth day in the book of Genesis, God creates the heavens, the earth, and all living creatures over 6 days. On the sixth day, he forms humankind, the pinnacle of his creation. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. Genesis 1:26-27. Human beings are the crowning achievement of creation, yet their creation on the sixth day connects them to this incomplete number. Unlike God, who is perfect, eternal, and infinite, humanity is mortal and flawed. God looks at all he has made and declares it very good, but he stops creating on the sixth day and rests on the seventh. This act of resting sanctifies the seventh day, making it holy and complete. Thus, the number 6 becomes a symbol of man's dependence on God to reach true perfection. The fall of man. While Adam and Eve were created in God's image, their perfection was short-lived. In Genesis 3, they disobey God's command and eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This moment marks humanity's fall into sin, revealing their imperfection and weakness. Their disobedience carries consequences, pain, toil, and death, separating humanity from God's presence. This brokenness reflects the symbolism of the number 6. Man is created by God but falls short of his glory. As the Apostle Paul writes, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God," Romans 3:23. The number 6 is a reminder that humanity in its own strength cannot achieve perfection or salvation. The repetition of 6, emphasizing imperfection throughout the Bible. When the number 6 appears repeatedly, it highlights man's struggles, failures, and rebellion. Consider these examples. Goliath's armor. In 1 Samuel 17, the giant Goliath is described as having 6 pieces of armor. He stands as a symbol of human arrogance and power, challenging the armies of Israel. Yet despite his size and strength, Goliath is defeated by David, a shepherd boy who relies on God. The 6 days of labor. In Exodus 29, God commands people to work for 6 days and rest on the seventh. The 6 days of labor represent the human struggle to survive and toil under sin's curse, while the seventh day offers rest in God. Nebuchadnezzar's image. In Daniel 3, King Nebuchadnezzar builds a massive golden statue that is 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide. He demands that all people worship the image, a symbol of human pride and idolatry. The mark of the beast. The most famous appearance of the number 6 is in Revelation 13:18, where it is repeated 3 times. "Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Here, 666 is the ultimate symbol of human imperfection and rebellion against God. It emphasizes man's inability to achieve divine perfection and his tendency to fall into sin. The triple repetition of 6 underscores this failure on a profound scale. The contrast with 7, perfection. To fully understand the number 6, we must compare it to 7, the number of divine completeness. God completes his creation on the 7th day, resting and declaring it good. The number 7 represents spiritual perfection, fullness, and God's holiness. The number 6, on the other hand, symbolizes man's incompleteness. Humanity is always one step short of perfection. No matter how hard we strive, we cannot bridge the gap to divine perfection on our own. God's grace, overcoming the imperfection of 6. While the number 6 reminds us of our imperfection, it also points us toward God's grace. The Bible teaches that, through Jesus Christ, humanity can find redemption and restoration. Jesus, the perfect Son of God, steps into a broken world to redeem it. His sacrifice on the cross overcomes human imperfection, offering salvation to all who believe in him. In John 19:30, as Jesus dies, he declares, "It is finished." This moment of completion echoes the 7th day of creation. Jesus' death and resurrection fulfill God's plan, offering rest and perfection to all who trust in him. The number 6 serves as a powerful symbol of man's imperfection in the Bible. It reminds us of our weaknesses, our failures, and our tendency to fall short of God's glory. Yet it also points us to a greater truth. Humanity cannot achieve perfection on its own. The Bible's message is clear. While we are incomplete in ourselves, God's grace makes us whole. The imperfection of 6 meets the perfection of 7 through Jesus Christ, who invites us to find rest, redemption, and completeness in him. The story of 6 is not one of hopelessness, but of hope. It is a reminder that though we are flawed, God's love offers us a way to rise above our imperfection and experience his perfect grace.